Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu, and this is entry number 7 of the Tenacious Tenements Competition. This one is from Randy Goodhue. Randy sent a few updated versions after his first version, and there was a lot of write-ups, so I don't know how I'm going to include all the write-ups at the start, but I'll try and include as much as I can, and hopefully in a way that makes sense. Okay, so we're automatically at the start. We've got loads of signs. Tenacious Tenements Civilization Edition by J.D. Rand. No, T.D. Randy. Okay, so we've got the entrance there, and then we've come in, we've got some shops, some little seating areas, and then we've got a cool looking Virginia reel in like a couple of warnings and things popping up. So we've got like a building there with a security guard on top. We've got the Virginia reel. Good stuff. He did say he'd completed it on OpenRCT 2 with the no money cheats, so we won't see any money on here. Doesn't say that it's been completed, but that might be part of it. I'm not sure. So we've got the first coaster done. That's cool. It's a cool design as well. It's a cool sort of the way everything's done, the whole building and such. There'll be because it was done on OpenRCT 2, there are some things that you can't do on normal classic. Like there's ways of layering scenery on top of each other, which you just can't do on normal RCT2 or on classic either. And then we've got a junior coaster here, Cenozoic City, excitement rating 5.03. That's not quite over the 6, but the rules were sort of deliberately vague. It's up to the people voting whether you'll consider that a negative or not. So it's obviously like a dinosaur theme, and we've got some terraforming and done on top to help the coaster go higher and things like that. And then just around here, we've got bobsleigh coaster on a Chilltown Mountains, on like an iceberg or some sort of glacier or something like that. And then what have we got here? We've got obviously some sort of scary zone. So we've got a haunted house, and then we've got a wooden, by the looks of the train, by the looks of the cars there, a wooden wild mine train. Just here. Rottown Ruins. Good stats on that. What is going on though? We can't see anything. Okay, so it's, by the looks of it, it's predominantly indoors or underground. And we've got a, what's this, a flying coaster or was it a lay down coaster? Flying coaster. Sand Village. So with the excitement on this, maybe there's some sort of stat penalty. And then here, so it's like some sort of like desert sort of theme, and there's like a magic carpet just there. And then over here then, like a maybe a pirate. Yeah, we've got the pirate ships, we've got the pirate theme in, and then we've got a water coaster. Blind Eye Pirates Paradise. Cool. And then we've got a mini coaster with the rocket ship. No, that's Lauren. With the rocket colony training center with the rocket. No, that's the space ring. So that's a good idea for an accompanying ride. No, hang on. Let me click the track. Right, Rock Colony is the name of the ride, and then Rocket Colony Training is the space rings. It's pretty cool. Good use of the space scenery and the astronauts just there. And then what's going on here? Digital dementia. 4D coaster, multi-dimensional coaster. Yeah, a stat penalty on this one as well. So I'm going to assume that I think the flying coaster, that was this one. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I can't remember what the stat penalties are for that one. I'm going to assume it's the same for this one as well. That they both need an inversion. Otherwise, they get a penalty. And a motion simulator just in there. And then over here, then we got a castle theme. Oh, I like that. The spiral going around the tower. That's cool. And then we've got like some knights then up the top. Night Village. Cool. With a little sort of tents and archery targets just down below. That's cool. And then every theme park needs a frontier town type theme. And we've got one here of the powered mine train. Wild Train Town. Again, stat penalty on this one will be because it's too short. It needs to be a bit longer, and then the excitement will ramp right up. But I mean, this is the thing. A lot of people don't care about stats. A lot of people just want to make cool rides and cool scenery. So it's up to you whether you factor that into voting or whether you don't. But from riding a few of these in real life, they usually have multiple laps, which this one does. So let's see what ones have we done. Casey Jr. in Disneyland Paris. There's one in Chessington, like it's like a frontier sort of town with a massive giant metal scorpion in the middle. That does a couple of laps. There's one in Drayton Manor. I'm sure that does a couple of laps. And Thorpe Park's got one as well, Flying Fish, which incidentally isn't the worst coaster there. So yeah, they generally are in the game. It wants them to be longer, otherwise it gives you a penalty. But in real life, they're generally shorter and they do multiple laps. So what have we got? We've seen all of these. Let's have a look around the outside. So we got some seating areas in keeping with, yeah, they're all sort of themed after the areas that they're adjacent to. Guests complaining about the vandalism in the park. Cool. There's a lot of guests in the park. We can't see what the value is or anything like that. Not that it's hugely important. It's just some people like stats. Some people like facts and figures. So I'm not sure about the color scheme on this one. I think it's very. I think if it was a more, let's say, normal color scheme, I think it would look much better. But I mean, that's just me. I do like this city theme here. I think this is probably one of the strongest areas of the park. I do like. I mean, I like a Virginia reel anyway. But I think this is a very good area, and I would I would suggest maybe they release this on RCT Go or something like that. The only downside is there is a lot of raised land, and that won't save with it. The castle as well. I like the spiral going around the tower. I think that's really cool. I like the little dinosaur area. That's good, and I really do like the powered train here. I do like that as well. Cool. So I'm going to have a more in-depth look at the park, and then I'll report back on any findings. One thing I didn't spot first look through is the little snowman twister just tucked in on the iceberg on the glacier. So it's a nice little touch. Another thing as well, all the handy persons, mechanics, security guards, and entertainers have all been named. So that's an attention to detail. Even the stalls have all been renamed. Kiosks, toilets, all been renamed. So yeah, it's a sort of an attention to detail there. I'm glad that when they used OpenRCT 2, they didn't use the cheat to build whilst paused, because that way then we wouldn't have seen it. I mean, they've spent over 12 years building the park. So, I mean, of course, there could be fast forwarding that, but it just shows that they've spent a long time building it. I did mention I wasn't a fan of the multicolor here, but in the same instance, the little corner there with all the multicolor seating areas, that looks pretty cool. So, but yeah, my favorite area definitely of the park is this city area here. Really cool. Okay, so this was entry number 7 of the Tenacious Tenements competition. This one's from Randy Goodhue. I'm going to put up a poll at the end of the video where you can vote 1 to 5. 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest. So what you're not ranking the videos against each other, you're just rating what you think this park is out of 5, if that makes sense. I've been Stu. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next entry, and I'll see you soon. Bye!